Hey guys, King of Charmaz here. Today I'll be your judge, your jury, and your analyst. And today I bring to you Hisuain Electrode. I know a lot of you guys are like, what the heck, King of Charmaz? I'm like, you know what? This thing is actually really interesting. It is a grass and it's an electric type. And it also has Wild Charge and Energy Ball along with Thundershock. In other words, it is very, very interesting at how this Pokemon may actually perform in the Love Cup. Just because, you know, Wild Charge is ridiculously broke. Well, it's broken, first of all, if you give it something with a lot of charge moves. I mean, a fast move that charges quickly, i.e. Thundershock. Thundershock is essentially a Mudshot clone, so 9 energy per 2-turn move. So that means it is amazing. So, I really wanted to take a look and see, is Hisuain Electrode actually better than the regular Electrode? Obviously, you know I'm gonna be hella biased. You know, it's all about the beams. When Electro got Hyper Beam, it don't, like, no. Like, no, seriously, like, Electro has Hyper Beam. Like, it's the automatic W. You already know, the King of Charmaz, hashtag get beam. There is no argument. Absolutely undisputed, undefeated champion of the Big Ball Beam is Electrode. But I'm going to give Hisuain Electrode a chance. If I'm saying it wrong, you can roast me in the comments. Anyways, speaking of electrifying, for my mental health tip of the day, you know what's great about running? It energizes you. And speaking of Energizer, you know, like the Energizer Bunny, my mental health tip of the day is to go out and do a little bit of cardio. So cardio is very, very valuable for your health. In fact, according to Psychology Today, I like gypped my article, so give me a sec. Cardio actually really helps you out. One cardio workout can actually give you 2 hours of supercharged brain power. So it means that it's like 1 hour. It doesn't even have to be super strenuous. It's like moderate. Like, for example, in the study I put in a link below, 13 studies in the systematic review, 1,067 young adults ages 18 to 35 who participate in 2 to 60 minutes of moderate to vigorous walking, running, or bicycling before performing cognitive tests, measured attention, concentration, working memory, etc. That actually, wait, hold on, what the heck? What was the blah, blah, blah? It suggests that aerobic physical exercise followed by a brief recovery for encoding improves attention, concentration, learning, and memory function in young adults. So, that means if you do at least 2 to 60 minutes of moderate vigorous walking, running, or bicycling, you actually increase your ability to your attention, concentration, learning, and memory function. So, it's actually pretty dang good. So, my 10K runs actually allow me to process information faster. No wonder I'm so good at PvP. I process information ridiculously fast in my subconscious after running a 10K every morning. Well, not every morning, every other morning per se. Unless I'm training for a half marathon, then it kind of increases that intensity. But that means just do a little bit of cardio. Going outside and walking and playing Pokemon Go in moderate fashion for 2 to 60 minutes actually is really healthy and really great for your mental health. So, just putting it out there. Walk, play Pokemon, or run, play Pokemon, whichever one floats your boat. Anyways, this is Hisuain Electrode analysis. It's going to be really quick. So we're going to analyze the 2s, the 1s, and the 0s. And we're going to see if this thing is really, really good for the Love Cup. Alright, now we have the 2 shield. As you see here, we have Great League. I put Love Cup meta already. We got Hisuain Electrode. And I'm comparing it to regular Electrode with Hyper Beam. Of course, this is automatic, most goated, absolutely goated, Super Saiyan God goated. And then we got Electrode with Foul Play, the wrong version. For those of you guys saying Foul Play, no, it's not. Anyways, as you see here, we're running around in 2 shield. Hisuain Electrode allows you to resist water type attacks, so it's great against things like Alomola or Milotic. Some noticeable things, as you see here, because, well, Charizard beat you with Fire Spin simply because of the fact that, of course, Grass is weak to fire. However, if it's the wing attack version, you actually beat that Charizard with Thundershock. As you see here in the 2 shield, you have a very, very advantageous thing. In fact, you can literally just Wild Charge Charizard to oblivion. As you see, and it's just absolutely destructive. However, one turn of difference can flip the scenario, so be very careful at when you time and fire your Thundershocks. You still be you still beat Charizard Wing Attack. As you see, everything's relatively the same. Stronger matchups against water types in the 2 shields. You also beat Slowbro. So, you beat the bro, except don't count on it. This sim is actually very, very close. 504 isn't a great rating. 4 turns of difference can flip the scenario. In other words, if this thing gets 1 confusion through your shield, you die. So, such a close rating. Just be very careful when you fire your wild charges. Just be very careful when you fire wild charges. You could probably go Energy Ball and then wild charge, but it's up to you. What you can do, though, is get shield advantage. As you see, you'll get shield advantage, and then they have to fire a move if they have Ice Beam. If they don't have Ice Beam and they're carrying Water Pulse, as you see here, it's actually great for your advantage because you could fire the Wild Charge. As you see here, break a shield and swap. Really up to you. See what you can do. So, a lot of things you could do with Wild Charge, but as you see, not too much of a difference. Hyper Beam Electrode is actually goated, so the regular version actually gives you more chances just because of the ability Volt Switch damage. The lack of a grass typing also makes regular Electrode actually better for the Love Cup in the 2 shields. So we analyzed the 2 shield. Unfortunately, the 1 shield is nothing to really gloat about either. As you see here in the 1 shield, you could beat both versions of Charizard. You can still beat the Fire Spin one just because Wild Charge hits like a truck. However, if you look at what you beat versus what you don't beat, as you see here, the only thing that Hisuain Electrode actually takes out is going to be Wormadam Trash in the 1 shield in comparison to everything else. The regular one has the ability to beat Lickitung. It also has the ability to beat Galarian Slowbro. Well, the Foul Play version, but like most of the time you're gonna freaking Volt Switch it anyways. Not sure why this rating is like this. I think it's just, yeah, not sure. Okay, for science. Let's learn something new today. Yeah, Electrode loses. That's why I'm just like, what? That makes no sense. So why is it that you have Foul Play, you win? Oh, so you win straight Foul Play, but that doesn't make any sense because you don't get stabbed. Yeah. Oh, is it because the energy is less? It's because you have less energy? No, it's still the same energy, so why do you lose? No le comprende. I don't know. That should be the same thing because you get more. Yeah, it's weird. Anyways, don't worry about that one. It's just really interesting. But yes, in the 1 shield, the only thing you really flip is Wormadam Trash. Everything else is relatively the same. Of course, if you do happen to get a Wild Charge through shield, you're going to do heavy damage. And now we got the zeros. You know, as I look at this, I wish this thing had a lot better stats. Okay, so if you look at the actual results, alright. Scroll through it, alright. This is why Hyper Beam Electrode is good. You beat Ariados, you could beat Dredrigon. I still can't pronounce it to save my life, so you can make fun of me in comments. You can also beat all of the Charmers, including Shadow Vileplume. This is why Hyper Beam is goated. Now, if you have Wild Charge, obviously you're going to kill the fish in less than 15 seconds. You know, the Volt damage is probably over 9,000. So, yes, Wild Charge in the closer is absolutely beastly. You're also able to take out pretty much... There literally is very little difference between everything else. The only interesting thing is that you could take out Lickitung straight Wild Charge, of course. So, Wild Charge only flips 1 matchup. Literally 1 with this Hisuain Electrode. Other than that, you have a strong matchup again. You will yeet Slowbro to the next dimension. It will go into the Netherworld, and you will send it to the Shadow Realm faster than Yugi can say, I cheat on every duel, because you know what? Season 1 of Yu-Gi-Oh! Doesn't actually pertain to actual gaming rules, because Yugi is just so overpowered, and cards aren't supposed to do what they're supposed to do in that season. If you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you watch old school Yu-Gi-Oh! We can be friends. But, as you see here, yes, you absolutely murder almost the entire Slowbro family, except for Galarian Slowbro, which is absolutely hilarious. So, you kill the fakes, you've killed all the Slowbros except the fake one, which is the Galarian one. But, other than that, as you see here, I think funny enough, even the Wild Charge version is even enough to kill Shadow Vileplume in the closer, which is freaking hilarious. As you see, double Wild Charge will yeet Shadow Vileplume to oblivion, despite the fact that it's resisted. Just because Shadow Vileplume is so squishy, 2 Wild Charges will do enough damage total to take out Shadow Vileplume. Does this matter? No, not really, because as you see, everything else, Hyper Beam Electrode is still the best and most goated one of all time. While Foul Play and Hisuain Electrode pretty much beat everything else, with the only advantage is that Hisuain Electrode can beat Lickitung XL. That's pretty much it. I wish it was more valuable because I actually love Electrode, but you know what? When you put grass types with electric types, makes you viable to fire types. Dual typings aren't exactly the best thing in the world, especially in the Love Cup, so is Hisuain Electrode a flop? You tell me. And that's GG's. Hisuain Electrode does not necessarily ball that hard. I mean, I'm pretty sure in some specialized cups, this thing will probably be really good. As for the Love Cup, though, I'm probably just going to use it for content so I could Hadouken, Wild Charge, Shinihata, Kyoken. If you watch G Gundam and you are a fan of the Gundam series and you love mechas, we can be really good friends. I love Tengon, Toppa, Gurren Lagann, of course, Neon Genesis Evangelion. If you haven't watched the new movie, the final movie is out, and that ending is freaking spectacular. I love it. Not only that, if you like giant robots as well, of course you have Metabots, a really old school one for Cartoon Network, and of course Gundam, one of the most popular series of all time, as far as giant machines and robots go. Yeah, but as you see, I'm a giant anime nerd, so if you like mechas, I love mechas too. I don't have all the models and everything, because you know, they're hella expensive, but you know what? I have watched most of all of the Gundam series. And if it weren't out for my job as a therapist and, of course, creating content for you guys, I probably would have binge-watched all of Gundam already. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As you see, Hisuain Electrode, like I said, it might be good in some specialized cups, but, like, from, like, every analysis, at least for the Love Cup, it doesn't really change much at all. Volt Switch Electrode, along with Hyper Beam, is just so valuable. And Wild Charge, if it had a more viable Grass-type mood, okay, but most of the time, you will be using Electrode Hisuain for a Wild Charge, so Wild Charge does big damage. Obviously, if you got energy lead, you can farm something down. You can possibly just run through your opponent by firing a bunch of Wild Charges off. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Do me a huge favor. You see next to these Charmanders right here? There's that little sub box on the bottom right. Please hit the subscribe button. It's totally free. Like and subscribing is totally free again. And you can either subscribe by putting your mouse on the bottom right, that little tab right there. Really appreciate my current subscribers. Unfortunately, I love balling out, but unfortunately, this thing doesn't ball hard at all. However, I did just witness the Warriors lose to the Nuggets because of the 3-point ball from whoever the hell that was. So, screw the Nuggets. Go Warriors. GG's. Good luck in your Go Battle League sets. Hopefully, you guys are already made Legend already. If not, you still have a few more chances, a few more days to make it. And I'll see you guys on the next video.